Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Lynnea.
And this is Dusted or Busted. So for this video, we have just a couple things to talk about because we have about a week before the show airs. So it's been a while since we've checked in with you. We're going to talk a little bit about some things that have gone on in the world of drag since our last video. So we're going to kick this off by talking about the new CoverGirls songs.
The new CoverGirls album.
So for those of you who don't know, last season, all the girls had to record a cover of one of RuPaul's songs, and they did it again this year.
So to start off the video that stood out the most to me was Katya's, just because I thought it was so funny. And the videos only gave a little snippet of the song, and then you can buy the actual song on iTunes. But I thought Katya's was hilarious. I love that she didn't take it too seriously. And
she served smart humor, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought hers was hilarious.
She had the Drag You theme, which isn't it's not a song you can do a whole lot with, but...
No, the fact that they had to throw in the RuPaul's Drag Race theme song and the Drag You theme...
That to me says something.
They're reaching. They are reaching for material. The next one that I thought was really good was Max.
Yes, Max.
As soon as I watched it, I was like, oh, that's just like Lady Gaga's Just Dance video that she came out with. So I thought that was interesting.
And then right at the beginning, the screen flashes, and there's like a filter, and it has the Max Collective symbol on it. And it was just amazing. And Max has this outstanding voice.
And you brought up a good point of even though Max isn't the traditional, like, sexy queen.
She's no Carmen Carrera.
Right, but she can do sexy. Like, she still had that allure to her in that video. So I like that video, too.
Another person I thought was good was Kennedy Davenport. She just really wowed us. It was a great video, lots of dancing, lots of visual. Her song was really good. I thought it was one of the best songs.
Sounds like she's got a voice.
Tempest had Sissy That Walk.
I thought Tempest's was good. I thought it was a solid video, and it didn't stand out to me. I liked her outfit a lot.
Right.
And she can lip sync. That was one of the things, is most of the queens, like, they had a difficult time lip syncing to their own voice. Right. But her lip sync was tight.
Sasha Bell was really entertaining. Really funny.
I clocked the Teletubby in that one.
She actually did a makeup tutorial, and that was the same look that she did in this video. So she just filmed 2 videos at once, basically. But hers was very entertaining, really funny, just like her. And the last good one we have is Trixie. It was a fun song. She had Geronimo, which is one of, I think, my favorite songs from the album.
It was classic Trixie. I mean, it was exactly what I expected from her, and I thought she did it well.
Okay, so now we're going to move to the ones we didn't like so much. First, Jasmine Masters. And we've said this before, that we're fans of Jasmine. She does she's good at what she does. This video, though...
Well, first of all, she filmed it in her living room.
And not like Katya, where Katya used the living room as a set. And she kind of had a hard time lip-syncing to her own song, like we said before, too.
Which is strange, because she can, like, spit out those lyrics like nobody's business. Miss Fame. I didn't think her video was very good. I mean, she looked beautiful, but that was another one where that video was a makeup tutorial.
Yeah, it was.
It was a makeup tutorial.
I didn't even notice that.
And then she just filmed her song, and her lip syncing was terrible.
No.
And we said in our other preview video that there were very few, like, videotaped performances of her online.
And now we know why.
Now we know why her lip sync was not good at all.
Someone on Reddit compared it to one of those inflatable arm flailing things. And she had the Drag Race theme. Like... Katya can make the Drag You theme good. Why can't you make the Drag Race theme good, Fame?
Who else was on our not-so-good list? Oh, Ginger Minj.
Okay, those pool boys looked so terrible. And Ginger is clearly not a dancer. However, I like the song. I've listened to, like, the full version of the song. It's really, like, 90s Ace of Base. I like the song. Plus, it's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
But the video, not good. Oh, and the lighting in that video. The lighting and the filters and...
It's almost worse than what we got to work with.
Yeah.
Candy Ho. That video did nothing for me. It was just really... It was really blasé. And then speaking of blasé, Pearl's video was also... It left nothing... I had no... I didn't know her any better after that video.
Right.
And everything was just white.
Well, that's
It
her
was
thing.
white
Is
on
that she's
white on
white
white.
on white and white.
I
But
guess.
she did the like
Very robotic.
chicken like about to throw up sort of thing. She did look really beautiful in that video, though.
That's true, but I mean, so did Miss Fame.
All right, I'll shut up about that one then. Okay, so these are the ones that we didn't really know what to say. First off, Kasha Davis. She had Can I Get an Amen, which is a beautiful, soulful duet if you haven't heard it. It's between RuPaul and Martha Wash. But Kasha has it herself, and it was like a dance club, sort of.
Yeah, I like what she did with it. I don't know if that's what she did with it or what the producers did with it.
And the video was kind of cheesy, but that's her.
And then Violet's was also fine.
She showed us more than one look in the video, which I don't think anyone else did.
And then Jaden's, which was disappointing because I really like her. But I didn't get...
It was just a lot of flashing lights and...
Right, I mean, it was a more solid video than some of the ones that were just outright bad. But it wasn't anything to be that excited over. I just think the whole, like, the CoverGirls thing was fun last season when they had a couple of singing queens. I think it can
It wasn't that much fun last season, though. The only good ones last season were Adore and Courtney and Vivacious.
I think it's not a good use of anybody's time to be
That's
doing
true,
these
too,
videos.
right.
They don't do anything to further what I know about the queen.
And I think...
And if they can't sing, like, what are they supposed to do?
I think it's like once you're done with the season, they send you off into the world, and they're like, we're going to get back to you shortly with information about how to do your CoverGirls video. It would be much better if it were a challenge.
Right, because that's the other thing, is it's clearly up to them to create this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if all you got to work with is your living room...
That's what I noticed. Courtney's
or
last year was really good. Then there were people... Courtney and Dayla both had really good sets and everything for theirs, and then you had people like... Vivacious, who did hers on the street, but that's kind of like her thing.
That's kind of her thing, but...
I'm trying to think of another example. Like
yeah, but it's...
Magnolia and Kelly's were both, like, in their living rooms.
Right. So I don't think it's a really good representation of any sort of talent. I mean, you don't have to be able to sing to be a drag queen. You should know how to sew, but you don't have to know how to sing to be a drag queen. Sure. So the premiere party in LA for season 7 happened just a few nights ago. And the looks on the runway this season...
The red carpet.
On the red carpet, not the runway. I thought this was more middle of the road than previous years.
I agree.
Especially the makeup game. Except for Miss Fame, I had issues with all of them, but we'll get to that.
So we're going to start with the dusted ones. Violet Chachki and the sort of Joan Crawford meets Violet Chachki look.
Basically.
I thought
God bless her for wearing purple. It's in her name.
I thought it was very well put together. She looked gorgeous, and she didn't look young. She didn't look old, but she didn't look young.
Right, and I wasn't in love with her wig, but it worked so well with the look that she had that I didn't mind it. Katya's...
Gorgeous. That royal blue with the fishnets and the
Yes, and that turban. Oh my god.
I think it was a turban.
Yes, it was. And then it had the little teddy bear little clip there.
I thought it was like one of those like Russian hats, but...
No, I don't know. Whatever it was.
It was gorgeous.
Amazing, and her makeup looked good.
Kasha Davis, that gown was so fitted and so elegant.
Mm-hmm. It was really simple in a way because it was just your normal silhouette and then jewels all over it, but it worked really well.
It also stood out among some of the not-so-good ones.
It really did. I thought that did really nice things for her figure and made her look more elevated in her like style and her taste.
Because as like a glamour camp queen, she can kind of sort of fall between the cracks. But
let's talk about Tempest. I liked that. I wish she would have gone with a different wig, but I get that that's her look.
Especially for like the red carpet premiere, I would want to look less like a cartoon character, more like a competitor on Drag Race.
And I wanted, just looking at her dress, I wish it would have been a little bit longer. I think that would have made it more elegant. The shorter length made it really casual.
More fitted, too, I think.
But I liked what she was going for, and I liked the bright color. And, I mean, she really did stand out. So
she really did, yeah.
Fame. Who always looks amazing. She always looks amazing.
Always beat for the gods, and she looked like RuPaul, kind of, in the facial structure. But that red gown, I really liked. I would have lost the gloves, but...
Yeah. I was getting a little bit of like Jessica Rabbit vibe from her. She looked beautiful. And then
finally, Jasmine Masters. Give or take a little shoulder piece here and there, but
overall
beautiful gold.
Beautiful.
Looked well with her skin. Her makeup was pretty good too.
We had a couple of queens that fell kind of in the middle, or we disagreed with. Max, I really did like the look.
I did too, but
it's the red carpet. You don't just throw on pants.
They were pretty good pants for a drag queen, but still,
the pants are actually the best part of that outfit.
It's the red carpet for the season of Drag Race that you're on. And
even if you're not a glamour queen, I feel like you should be able to encompass a little bit of that for that event. Pearl.
You liked.
I liked it.
I didn't like.
I liked her look. I maybe wouldn't have gone with that gold fabric for the bottom, but I really liked it. Like from the waist up, she looked amazing.
It is very Pearl. Kennedy.
Yeah, I liked Kennedy's a lot.
I had some issues with it, but
the cape, I wasn't a fan of that. I think she could have lost that, but I liked that she went with that color and that fabric choice, and I thought it worked for her.
I would have used different hair too.
Yeah.
So the busted. Let's save that one for the last.
Okay.
Sasha Belle.
Sasha Belle was on our busted list.
I really loved what she was going for.
I do too. I thought it was funny, but like if you're gonna go for that, if you're gonna go for Kim Kardashian,
you have to look like Kim Kardashian.
You have to look like Kim Kardashian, and the way she painted her face didn't really work, and the hair wasn't
I saw
right.
the picture of her at one angle. She was walking down the red carpet, and she had the bottle of whatever, champagne, obviously, but I don't remember what brand it was. But whatever she had the bottle of, I saw her carrying the bottle, and the look and her face, the way that she painted, and the hair, I got Karen Walker from Will and Grace more than Kim Kardashian. We're ready to move on.
Okay. Next, we had Trixie on our busted list. I thought, paint aside, I get that the paint is over the top. I know that that's part of her look. That's fine, but at some point, it's just too much. There comes a point where I can't let that go anymore, especially when the dress looks like that. Like the face,
yeah.
If that's part of your aesthetic, fine, but then the rest of you should look amazing.
Sometimes when she paints like that, she looks really gorgeous, and sometimes it looks unfinished.
It looks so bad. I thought
the dress was really weird fitting.
Yeah,
and
it made her look very big.
It's hard to pull off sleeves on a gown, too, sometimes. Ginger. That black dress with the cross that came up here.
She looks like a crusader.
Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that one.
And I understand why she did the cape. Because when you're larger, you probably don't want to expose your arms or your shoulders or whatever. But there's got to be a better way. I don't think it did anything for her, unfortunately.
And last and least, Candy Ho.
I really did expect more from her.
Yeah.
I just had higher expectations than that for her.
I always get like this like Gia Gunn crooked eyelash thing from her, and I don't know why.
You just said something bad about Gia Gunn.
You know who our busted is. Who was your dusted on the red carpet?
I'd have to say Katya. I thought she was the most dusted, most put together. I was getting a lot of Alaska from her, like with the paint. I thought it was just the most gorgeous look. I
will say this, since the promo videos or whatever, the Meet the Queens videos, I think Katya's makeup game has definitely stepped up. I think my favorite on the red carpet was Kasha Davis.
Really?
I thought that gown was just so perfect for her.
Yeah, would have been a close second for me. So, since our last video, which was the preview of all the queens, we've learned a little bit more about Season 7, including some of the switch-ups that they're doing with the guest judges, and just the regular judging panel as well.
I was surprised to see Santino wasn't going to be with us.
I was surprised to see that Santino's gone, too.
Guest judges, they're bringing both Santino and Merle back. I hope they bring them back on the same episode.
Merle. And I hate Ross. With a passion. I just can't stand him.
I remember when he was on Leno.
I don't know if it's just the voice or what it is, but I don't see eye to eye with
his first appearance on Drag Race was season 4 Snatch Game, and he was so like ardently in favor of Chad Michaels winning that challenge. And that's all I remember about that. And the second time was on All Stars, the first episode, and at first he was like, Pandora and Mimi are really showing what they're doing in their photo, and then they cut to like 5 seconds later, and Ross is like, Pandora and Mimi's photo was terrible. Like it might have been shady editing, or he changed his mind, or whatever. But
I don't want him there. And the other thing,
it's so weird to replace Santino with Ross Matthews.
I
don't know what it is.
Complete opposites. And the other thing that we were talking about is with Santino, whenever he got into it with Michelle, which was a lot, they could both hold their own. And I feel like Ross is just going to get eaten alive. I mean, Michelle, she eats people like him for breakfast. And I don't see how that dynamic's going to work. I just don't.
And we don't really know yet if it's going to be like both of the judges on at once, or like 1 week is going to be Ross and the next week it's going to be Carson.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know anything about Carson either, so I don't really.
Guest judges. I'm most excited for John Waters. He lights up my life. I just watched his one-man special last night because he's coming to Fargo to perform it.
Mm-hmm. Kathy Griffin's coming back.
She's hilarious.
She's always a standard. I like having her on the show. Alyssa Milano will be there. Jordan Sparks was another name that we saw. I think she'll be okay.
I think she'll be good. I hope she does a singing challenge.
Mm-hmm. And then speaking of the singing challenges, Lucian will be back, who I know he doesn't play for my team, but oof. Love him. Adore him.
But we're not really looking forward to Ariana Grande.
I know some of you probably really enjoy her and her music. I do not. I think she's childish. I think she's not the most talented. I don't know. I look at her and I see a 12-year-old.
There were rumors going around that Lady Gaga was going to be a judge.
Yeah, I was going to say Lady Gaga was supposed to be.
I feel like if Lady Gaga's going to be a guest judge,
they
wouldn't tell us.
No, it would be a complete surprise.
I've also heard that before she passed away, Joan Rivers came to film an episode. So that's another thing they might want to like keep to themselves for a little bit,
right?
And then wait until they can properly like announce it or deal with it or what have you.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how those guest judges shake out. I love seeing Leah Remini last year. I wish she would come back.
I wish LaToya Jackson was back too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bring back the two drunk judges from the lip sync episode of season 5.
I don't remember who they were.
Juliette Lewis and Kristen Johnston.
I think that sounds right. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I don't want to see boobs at Drag Race.
Yeah, they were fabulous. I could watch them all day. Just since the last time we filmed, we just have some changes. Not necessarily to our lineup. I didn't go back and look at that, but just overall impressions. So for me...
Just because of, first of all, like the trailer coming out.
Yes.
And just new things going on social media, new performances, new whatever.
Mm-hmm. So for me, I already like Max way more than I used to. And I think it was because the only thing I knew about him was the kooky, like Sharon Needles-esque look that they gave us in the trailer. But he's definitely able to do more than that. And
right.
Seeing the proof of that, and seeing how well he performs, I think he's going to do really well. And
in the trailer, when he comes in with the newspaper with the
that
Max,
was amazing.
The Max Collective logo.
That was amazing. That was so well thought out. So I really appreciate what Max does. So I'm sure you're happy now because you've always liked him.
Kennedy. Not feeling her at first. She's an excellent performer, and we always knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite sure how that would shape up with the challenges and just other fierce performers out there.
I think she's going to do well. Willem posted a picture of himself with Kennedy, and the caption was like #Team Talent, which I think I even texted you that picture.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, Team Talent, like from what we've seen, there's nothing. But like even on the red carpet, she looks so gorgeous. She looks beautiful.
And then looking in the trailer, it looks like she gets into a couple more challenges than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like killing it with Jaden Dior Fierce in some scenes.
Right, so I'll be interested to see what more she has to offer.
Oh, I have another one I want to put down.
Okay.
Another person we want to mention is Katya. We've always liked Katya. She's been fun, really fabulous.
She's funny.
But seeing what she posts on social media and just seeing some more of her performances and seeing the CoverGirls video, like, I'm coming around to, like, really, really like her.
I know, and the thing that I love about, I mean, it's easy to be funny, but
she doesn't take herself too seriously.
She doesn't take herself too seriously, and her humor is so smart. It's so witty. The thing that you showed me the other day with the Dear Diary after the season premiere, or not premiere, the premiere party or whatever, that was so funny, and just the way she wrote it, it was clearly satire. But it made me laugh, and so I really appreciated that.
She just got a Vine, and she's been posting videos on that. There's one where she's like, Trixie smokes a cigarette for the first time, and Trixie takes a cigarette, like, with both hands, and she's like... Can I just say that I love the, like, Trixie, Ginger, Katya friendship. That is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Ho.
I thought I would like her more, and now... People have been saying this on, like, Reddit also, but she had that amazing robotic performance that we were gagging over.
That's the
in our
only
last
thing
video.
that she's good at, though.
I know. I was kind of reading those things, and I was like, well, maybe she has more to offer, but I don't know if she does.
And then that kind of brings us to our next point, where we're going to talk about some possible spoilers. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want spoilers...
End it now. Thank you for watching.
We saw a little... You didn't see this, but I saw a little bit. Someone took, like, cell phone footage of the first episode when they played it at the premiere party. And I only got, like, 15 minutes into it because then the video kept pausing up and it wouldn't load. So I got about 15 minutes into the first episode. And they do all the introductions. There's no split premiere this time.
Thank God.
All 14 girls are in the workroom at the same time.
Make it a fair competition. Please.
And the last person to come in is Tempest du Jour, the oldest contestant in Drag Race history. Tempest walks in, and the first thing Candy Ho says, "So how old are you?" Rude, yeah. And then just, there was so much unnecessary cattiness and shadiness. Max came in with the newspaper prop, and Miss Fame...
You told me about this. God, this makes me mad.
And Miss Fame goes, "I can show you a booty trick." And she tears up the newspaper.
Which somebody put thought and effort into that. He may have paid somebody to, like...
That's a prop.
That's his prop. That is his property. How would you feel
if someone walked over to Miss Fame's station and just snapped her makeup brushes in half?
Or knocked stuff over. Like, that is not okay.
Or Sasha Belle came in with, like, those toy guns, those plastic guns. What if someone just, like, broke it over their knee?
Right. That's not okay. I think that's so rude. Like, you don't mess with another queen's stuff. You don't mess with other people's stuff. That's just not... Ugh.
I don't know if that's shady editing or what, but it was unnecessary, whatever it was. The first challenge is not a sewing challenge. Or at least the part that I saw. Because the mini challenge isn't a photo shoot with Mike Ruiz. They have to go through their drag trumps.
Mike Ruiz.
He's not. I don't think he's going to be on the season at all. Maybe they should bring him back as a guest judge then.
You should make a list of the dearly departed.
Yeah. Make drinks for them. But what the first thing they have to do is they go into their drag wardrobe and do, like, a Fashion Week runway show where they show one look from, like, a spring collection, or, like, a spring collection, and one look from a fall collection. And from what I saw, I got about halfway through the fall collection before it cut out.
I like, when you were telling me about this challenge, I like it because it gives them a chance to show what they've brought to the table. And I think to be on that show, that's difficult because every week it could be your last. So it's all in the timing of when do you show your best looks. And of course you want to save those for the end, but if you're not there at the end, then nobody sees them.
And with the first challenge,
No, but this is just a good way for them to, like, show what they've brought and then kind of give us a taste of what they're doing, and then it helps them pace, like, what they're going to show us when throughout the show.
Like, with the first challenge historically always being a sewing challenge, we lost out on Kelly Manta last year. I'm sorry. I still think if she had pulled it out in that first challenge, she could have made top 3.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
And then on the flip side, with the first challenge being, like, more fashion-oriented, I feel like maybe in other seasons, real contenders could have been knocked out right away if they didn't show that they had a good wardrobe.
Right, or there were people who skated through who shouldn't have.
Right.
Well, I don't have any other thoughts, but it had been long enough since our last video, and there have been new things coming out and new developments. So we just wanted to check in and let you know our thoughts and keep you updated. And some of you have been asking if we're going to review all of the episodes. We're going to try. But with the date being pushed back, and then summer hits, and our school's done, and we'll do everything that we can. But we're definitely going to keep up at least through this school year. So,
are you still Team Tempest?
I want to be so badly, but one of the spoilers is that she goes home first. I'm definitely still Team Tempest, but I'm also Team Katya.
You think Katya could win?
No, but I'm still Team Katya. I don't think she'll win, but I really love her. And Max, I'm adding him to my list.
Max is awesome.
Oh, God, that's amazing. So hopefully we'll see all three of those people go far, even though we probably won't. But what about you? Are you still Team Max?
I'm still Team Max. Yeah. I'm kind of rethinking maybe Jaden in the top 3 because she's kind of getting... I don't want to say she's getting the Laganja edit,
well, you had said that...
people aren't really feeling her because
right.
she's kind of over the top. She's putting too much out there.
Right, and in the first episode, everybody tries too hard. That's just what it is. I guess that's all I have.
That's all I have to say.
Great.
So we will see you all shortly after the premiere of Season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race. We're so excited. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking with us. Tell your friends, post our videos on Reddit, and we'd love to hear from more of you about what your thoughts are, any new predictions you have, and we'll catch up with you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Bye.